Once upon a time, in the beautifully mundane physical world, if you made a minor social mistake, it disappeared into the atmosphere. You bumped into someone at the grocery store. You forgot to say thank you to the barista. You had a slightly awkward interaction at a crosswalk. The universe absorbed the awkwardness, and everyone moved on with their day. But that was before we built the great digital coliseum. That was before every smartphone became a surveillance camera, and every comment section became a high-stakes, maximum security courtroom. Welcome to the era of the Armchair Attorney. Let us open the box on a phenomenon that has completely rewired the way we consume human behavior. In the digital age, we do not just watch a video. We investigate it. We prosecute it. We demand justice for a 10-second interaction between two strangers who probably forgot the incident happened before they even reached their cars. Imagine a man. Let us call him Tim. Tim is a thoroughly average, unremarkable citizen made of soft clay. On a rainy Tuesday, Tim is carrying a slightly oversized cardboard box out of a coffee shop. He is balancing his iced latte on top of the box. In a moment of pure innocent distraction, he lets the heavy glass door swing shut behind him. He does not notice the person walking 3 paces behind him. He does not hold the door. The door shuts. 10 years ago, the person behind him would have sighed, pushed the door open and forgotten about it. But today, the person behind him is holding a phone. The camera is rolling. The video is captured. The caption is written, "Watch this absolute monster refuse to hold the door for a struggling citizen." The video is uploaded. The algorithm, smelling the delicious scent of low-stakes moral outrage, pushes the video to the For You page, and the digital courtroom is called into session. Enter the armchair attorney. He is not a real lawyer. He has not passed the bar exam. He is a guy named Kevin, sitting in his pajamas, eating cold pizza, but in the comment section, he wears a massive powdered wig. He wields a glowing blue smartphone like a heavy wooden gavel, and he is ready to deliver a verdict. Within minutes, the comment section transforms from a casual peanut gallery into a synchronized task force of amateur behavioral scientists. They do not just call Tim rude, they diagnose him. You can tell by the way he holds the latte that he is a covert narcissist, writes user keyboard crusader 99. This is classic gaslighting behavior chimes. In another commenter, using a psychological term they learned on an infographic 3 days ago. He is manipulating the spatial dynamics of the doorway to establish dominance. The armchair attorney slams his digital gavel. The charge is no longer bad manners. The charge is deep structural malice. The comment section requires evidence, and they will manufacture it if they have to. They zoom in on Tim's shoes. They freeze the frame on his slightly furrowed brow. They play the audio backward to see if his sigh sounds like a confession. They are looking for clues in a crime that does not exist. Suddenly, the internet's true crime obsession bleeds into everyday life. People who spend their weekends watching 5-hour documentaries about serial killers are now applying that exact same investigative rigor to a guy dropping a napkin. The trial escalates. The commenters demand context, but they only accept context that confirms their guilty verdict. Someone finds Tim's public profile. They discover that in 2014, he liked a tweet about pineapple on pizza. The prosecution submits this as Exhibit B. The mob howls for justice. Tim, who is currently sitting on his couch, wondering why his phone is vibrating like a washing machine on the spin cycle, is entirely unaware that he is currently the defendant in the trial of the century. He opens the app. He sees the video. He sees the millions of views. He sees the thousands of comments calling for his immediate termination from his job, his exile from society, and the revocation of his coffee-drinking privileges. Panic sets in. Tim is advised by the invisible rules of the internet that he must issue an apology. He must step into the digital witness stand. He records an apology video. He sits on his floor wearing a gray hoodie, looking appropriately solemn. He takes a deep breath. He says he is sorry. He says he was distracted by the box. He says he respects doors and the people who walk through them. But the armchair attorney is not easily swayed. The comment section reconvenes to analyze the apology. He looked up and to the left, at the 14-second mark, types a self-proclaimed body language expert. That means he is accessing the creative side of his brain. He is lying. Notice how he did not specifically apologize to the hinges of the door, writes another. He is deflecting accountability. The apology video does not extinguish the fire. It pours gasoline on it. The trial reaches its fever pitch. The digital mob, drunk on the power of righteous indignation, decides that internet exile is not enough. They want real-world consequences. They become digital bounty hunters. They scour the background of the original video. They identify the reflection in the coffee shop window. They cross-reference the street signs. They find Tim's employer. They begin leaving one-star reviews on the dental practice where Tim works as a receptionist. Do not get your teeth cleaned here, the reviews say. They employ a man who weaponizes heavy glass doors against the innocent. The dentist, who has no idea who Tim is outside of office hours, is forced to release a corporate statement distancing the clinic from the door-closing incident. The absurdity reaches its absolute maximum capacity. Millions of people scattered across the globe have spent their entire Tuesday emotionally invested in a door. They have played judge, jury, and executioner. They have felt the intoxicating rush of moral superiority. They have dispensed justice from the comfort of their toilets. And then, just as quickly as the storm gathered, it dissipates. 48 hours later, the algorithm gets bored. The For You page refreshes. A new video appears. This time, it is a woman who cut in line at a bakery. The armchair attorney packs up his glowing gavel. He straightens his powdered wig. He leaves Tim's ruined digital life behind without a second thought. The court relocates to the bakery. The trial begins anew. The modern internet has given everyone a voice, but it has also given everyone a gavel. We are so desperate for a sense of control, so eager to feel like we are on the right side of history, that we will build a courthouse over a spilled cup of water. We have forgotten that sometimes a mistake is just a mistake. Sometimes a bad day is just a bad day. Sometimes a swinging door is just a swinging door. Professor Crumble steps out from behind the oversized coffee shop door. He adjusts his tiny glasses. He looks at the camera, shakes his head slowly, and gently closes the heavy wooden box on the entire spectacle. The court is adjourned until tomorrow.